Today, the show's coming from our studio because it's raining outside. Boy, did I go over some rough country before I found the trail that went into the Petroglyphs. I found them, and so being on a slideshow, which pictures that I took, this is the show you're going to see. I'm on my way up to see the Petroglyphs up above Oasis. Starting out, I was hoping to find the Indian trail right off of the bat, which we had looked for a week before, but we missed it. Here's a barrel cactus that's in bloom on the way up, and cat's claw. The terrain here is very, very rough when you miss the trail. Barrel cactus again. They were beautiful. I'm still looking for the trail, but I found a campsite. Beautiful Ocotillo. Here's a says Phoebe on the trail. The going gets very rough when you don't have the Indian trail to walk on. Here's a boulder that has desert varnish, which is the dark. The granite white, it was underground at one time. And with the sun beating down on it for 500 years, it'll turn it dark. Here's the Indian trail with markers that you can see. Here's the other one with markers on the trail. Here's one of the campsites that I found. This is quite near the shoreline of the old Lake Kawia. Staghorn cactus. You want to stay away from it because it'll get you. Another trail marker on the right-hand side. Can you find the trail marker here? It's there. Here is a nice trail that you walk on. No markers really needed there. Now we're at the Petroglyphs. The Petroglyphs were made by the Indians. They were not lazy people. They worked hard to find their food and supplement. But when they were bored and they had nothing to do, they would do this art, which we would call graffiti. Generally speaking, the images they did really had no particular meaning. This one here, somebody tore off the face of it and took home the artwork. Disgusting. Ceremonially, there was no particular work for it. Here, we don't know if that's a hand or if that is a headdress. The trail here goes between the boulders with the artwork on both sides. Looking at the artwork, they did do the stick figures every once in a while, but overall, there's no particular meaning to it. Looking out over the Coachella Valley, you can see the Salton Sea in the background. And more artwork. There's no explaining this, just enjoy the pictures. I'm ready to head out on the trail that I finally found. And again, the trail markers. Creosote bush with its beautiful yellow blossoms. I call this the Indian Freeway, or we could call that I-10. If anyone be interested in seeing the petroglyphs, I'd be willing to take them up. To give you directions to get there would be extremely difficult because it's hard to find the trail leading up. I'd be glad to take a group up or individual. They're worth hiking up to see. Contact me at The Old Desert Naturalist at Gmail, all one word on that Old Desert Naturalist.com, and I will be glad to get back to you if you're interested in taking a hike up to see the petroglyphs. I'm on my way out now. Of course, I'm taking the Good Indian Trail. And there it is. You can see the trail. This is Conrad Vargas, the Old Desert Naturalist. I'm signing off from the Petroglyphs. Join us next week, Dog and I, as we go up to Mission Creek Preserve. I watched Denise do the show last week, and I'm so excited about it. I've got to go up there and see if I can hike over to Whitewater Canyon on the trails that they have there. We'll try to be studying birds or something up there. My wife will be anyway. So join us next week.
You said you were going with the dog. Which dog did you mean?
Well, wait a minute now. I didn't say anything about a dog. I just said join us. And did I look out the dog? That's the way it goes.